Love Bristol. Love BCfm 93.2.
Hi guys, and welcome to BCfm training videos. And this particular video is quite important. It may not happen on your show, but it could potentially at some point, and you will need to know what to do. And that is what happens when the computer crashes. Oh my word, Pat's going to show you what to do.
So it is a nightmare when the computer crashes. It's complete silence. So the first thing you need to do, I would say, is do not panic. So on this screen here, you'll find that something will happen. It will either not move. At the moment it's going, but let me put the music up slightly. But basically it will just cut out and there'll be silence and we won't know what to do. So before we phone anybody, the first thing we need to do is find an alternative source of music. So the way we do that is CD, okay? So these are our CD players. I'll turn the music down a second. I'm sorry, there we go. We switch our CD player on, either of them. This is CD 1 at the top, CD 2 at the bottom. Loads of controls on there, and we'll go through those later on a separate video of how to use your CD players. But pretty basic, whatever CD you can find. Bear in mind while this is loading up, it also takes USBs, this CD player, so you can put your USB in there and switch to play output from there as well. So the CD player is now fired up. All you need to know is there are various controls: a pitch control, which should be set to normal, a mic control, which you don't need, and a master volume, which should be set to maximum on there. Right. When the red Q button is on and the green play light is flashing, it means it's ready to play. There's no name of the track on there, but we can see that it's queued and it's ready. So here's the next thing. Let's go to the desk. We'll find CD1 there. So the best thing to do first of all is to pre-fade to see if it works. I'm now going to go back and try CD1. Now I'm not hearing anything. So what I need to do is to look at the top switches here and see if there's anything I can find. I'm actually hearing absolutely nothing from this. It's not very good. So this is what might happen with you. So there we go. I press that dip switch in there and I can pre-fade this, and here, listen. So I go back to my CD player, press Q again, it's ready, and here we go. I'm about to set it. Now, the computer, let's assume, has crashed. There's two ways to try and reset it. The first is to go to our second screen and take the Windows button and go down to this part and either shut down or restart. So I'm going to try the restart. See what happens. It will close things down and it may well come up with a message. Here we go. It says you do not have permission to exit Zara. And then it will go to this, force restart. So click force restart. It'll ask the question, you may lose work that you haven't saved. Tough, the computer's crashed, so we'll put yes. We now wait for the system to close or restart. While that's happening, just to let you know, this could take a few minutes, so you need to bear in mind that you might need another CD, or even just get the mic down and say, I'm really sorry everybody, we're experiencing some technical issues, we'll be back to the normal program soon. That gives you time to flick on track number 2 on your CD. So as you can see, it's taken some time to shut down. Our screens are now blank and we'll be waiting for the computers to start back up again. This computer has started on its own. If it doesn't, let's have a look down here underneath the desk. This is our main PC computer. That is the button. And sometimes we have to just push and hold to restart the button if nothing else works. So you push down, hold for 3 seconds, and then let go. That should shut it down, and then wait a few moments, press it in to restart it. So let's have a look at our main screen at the moment. It's still telling us please wait. So this can be a lengthy process to restart, and sometimes I've found in the past that it may not even work. So I've done the official restart. To me, it's telling me it's not doing anything. Nothing's happening. So I'm going to force a restart. Down here. And I press and hold. We now see everything has gone off. The computer has gone back down. I'm going to wait 5 seconds and switch it on. Now let's hope that this computer will now restart. Now bear in mind, last time when we did a restart, it took quite a while for this to restart back up. You notice now that I forced the restart, I've got the message starting Windows, which is a lot more positive. And then you can also see me through the screen, can't you? So we're starting Windows now. I can see that my computer or my CD is nearly finished in terms of time. So at least we've got some output. There are times to phone me or Steve or somebody while that computer's restarting. But the most important thing is don't panic. If you panic, things seem so much worse. Our computer's starting up. There we go, look, we've got the welcome now onto the system, and Zara will start up. Don't stress and rush it because it needs to click through properly. Zara needs to start itself before we ask it to do anything. If we ask it to do something too soon, all it means is that we'll potentially crash it again. So let it go through the paces.
Is that an automatic process, Pat?
Yes. Yeah. And Skype, look, will automatically start on there, so we can just minimize that as well. So, and look what I've done. Look, I've tried to minimize it, but because the computer's not started up properly, it's temporarily frozen. I would hope that that is temporary, and we'll sit and we'll wait, and we'll cross fingers. I just did what I told you not to do, didn't I?
You've overloaded it.
I've forced it. So let's hope that Zara will start. I'm glad this is actually happening while you're watching. Look, there we go. So it's now automatically loaded a playlist, and that is the last playlist it was showing. So what I can do now is get it ready and begin to play, and put my main Zara fader back up again, fade out the CD player, and we're back on. Zara has been restarted. Everything looks fine in the windows. We can minimize whatever we need to on this second screen now. So let's go to screen number 2, Steve. Minimize that down. I'm ready to go. So if we need to bring up our internet or anything like that, we can do it. So listen, if it crashes, 2 ways then. Try the restart button on the computer by the windows. If not, go down directly to the computer, hold in for 3 or 4 seconds until it cancels out. Wait a few moments and then press the button again to switch it back on. If you've not got time to call me or text me during that process, don't stress. But let me know afterwards that you've reset the computer and that it crashed, and maybe guesses of why you think it did crash if you know. Any questions, Steve?
I think a lot of people will be aware when they're using their own PCs, when they have a problem, it's a case of rebooting the computer.
Absolutely.
And that's basically what you've just done, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
And that clears out any goblins or whatever in the process. Is that PC to say that?
Yeah, you can
that's
say
good.
goblins.
Thank you.
So that's it. If the computer crashes, thanks for watching.